We're good? Okay. All right, so my name is Trooper David Boehm, B-E-O-H-M. I am the Public Information Officer for Troop L Reading, which encompasses Berks, Lebanon, and Schuylkill County. So today I'm just going to reiterate what we investigated last night, or yesterday afternoon around 2:30, just after 2:30. We investigated a crash on I-81 southbound at mile marker 111.7, which is around the Higgins exit. Based on what happened and what we saw there, Unit 1 was one of three large, I would call them a tour bus, traveling southbound on 81. This bus in particular was the middle of the three buses, and just for unknown reasons at this time, kind of veered off and went down through the grassy area of the exit ramp for Higgins, through the grass, across Route 25, which is the road that's perpendicular to the end of the ramp, through the guide rail, and 50 yards into the woods. So that created quite a challenge for fire and EMS here in Schuylkill County, because the bus was loaded. I don't know that it was fully loaded, but there was a good bit of people on it. So then that created a mass casualty incident for Schuylkill County, which brought 25 EMS units from Schuylkill County, Lebanon County, Dauphin County, and Northumberland County. There were 7 Schuylkill County fire companies that assisted us, or all of us were all in this together, at the crash. Currently right now, there's 32 injured from the crash, 3 of who are in critical condition. There was also 5 injured in the crash that were flown via medical helicopter from the scene. The driver of the bus, who is in serious condition, is Adam Wright, and he's 37 years old. He's from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. The bus company is Premier One Limousine from Middletown, Pennsylvania. So this is still an active investigation. Last night at the scene, we had our CARS unit, which is our reconstructive unit. Our forensic services unit was there, and we even did a commercial vehicle inspection of the bus at the scene. So it's still a lot of things happening today. The troopers earlier today went up to the hospital to talk to the driver of the bus to help us figure out what was going on, or what happened. No, go ahead.
Any indication that there was a medical issue that may have prompted the driver to lose control of the bus?
Not that I'm aware of yet at this point, but obviously we were going to check into everything to why this happened.
Were there any skid marks on the roadway or anything?
Good question, but I don't know the answer.
You mentioned that they did a preliminary investigation of the bus. Any reason to believe that there was a malfunction of the mechanical ability of the bus?
Not that I've heard of from that inspection.
Any challenges either yesterday or moving forward in this investigation?
I would say no. It's just a matter of everybody getting all together and putting all the pieces together, whether it's the interview of the bus driver, what CARS came up with their, the reconstructionist people, mix-up, is there or is there not a problem with the bus? And once we get all together and kind of hammer it out, then it'll be a little easier.
Trooper Boehm, so far there have been no casualties as far as fatalities, but have the grades of the injured been improving? Is there any indication that there could still be a fatality?
Well, I'm not the big man upstairs, so I don't know that I can fully answer that, but I know some of the injured are critically injured, but I don't know that they're to that point now. I would hope not, but I don't know that.
So the driver is conscious and able to speak with
Correct, yes, yes. They talked to him, I believe, yesterday at the scene, and now they were going up to the hospital today to talk to him.
Was there a specific area of the bus that was harder hit or that some of those critical injuries came from?
The pictures that I saw of the bus, it was just like a straight right down the ramp, through the guide rail, right into the woods. So it didn't roll, it didn't sideswipe anything, just straight on into the woods. So obviously, any trees and whatnot, but yeah, it was upright when it ended.
And you said this was the middle bus, so
Correct.
The bus that was traveling behind them, were you able to get any information from that driver?
I would hope that we did, or if we didn't, we will, obviously, especially if they're all together, because that person has the best view.
What about the individuals on the bus? Have they been interviewed?
We generally, a lot of them, I believe, are teenagers. There's a couple adults on there, and you know that's kind of a crapshoot there. Do we interview all these kids? What are they going to be able to tell us? Were they even paying attention? How many people, you know, if you've ever been on a big bus, are even paying attention to what's going on in the bus? So that's kind of up to the investigator. See where we go. If we feel we need to interview them, obviously we have all their information and we would be able to do that. But I don't know on general practice that we would interview all 30 to 40 people on the bus.
Is the NTSB involved?
They are not.
Trooper, going back to the earlier question, from the photographs you saw, we never saw the front of the
Yep.
bus. Was there an eventual impact with a particular tree that slowed or stopped the bus? Was it to the, say, passenger side or driver's side? Of the
There was a tree there, but I don't recall, you know, exactly where in the, you know, the width of the bus it was.
It was a coach bus. No seatbelts. Was the driver wearing a seatbelt?
I don't know if the driver was wearing a seatbelt, and I don't believe any buses have seatbelts in them. So I would say negative for the passengers.
What about the investigation as far as it goes to like the safety record of the bus company, the safety record of the driver? Are those things that the investigation?
Oh yeah, we'll all look into that. You know, that's what our mix-app people look at to they did the bus at the scene, so it's not compromised, dragging it to, I can't even imagine how they did it in the woods, but you know, they do it right at the scene, so there's we see it how it ended up at.
Trooper, do we know how long the bus was on the road prior to the crash?
I'm sure we do, but I do not. I mean, that's all part of it. Like how long were the buses driving for 20 hours? You know, was fatigue a possibility? I'm just theorizing. You know, they're all the things, because we're going to find out all these things because we're going to get it right. So we will touch on everything.
Timeline of the investigation? How long could this take?
It could be over right now, as far as, you know, if the driver told them A, B, and C, it could be sort of over now. But that's kind of making it really simplified. You know, we're going to want to see what the mix-app inspection showed, what the cars guys came up with. And, you know, so to say it would be today is maybe just kind of pushing it a little bit, but I'm saying it could be that simple. I don't know that I mean, everything's on the table at this point, I would say.
And on the release you gave us, you said you're looking for individuals who may have been on the roadway, may have observed it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if it's more than one set of eyes, the bus behind, why not? You know, maybe there's a couple people that saw that bus doing something else. Maybe it wasn't. But I feel in any investigation that we do, boy, if there's 10 people that saw something, we'd like to talk to 10 of you rather than one. Maybe they all say the same thing. Maybe they say something we already know. But, you know, I always say, you call us and we'll determine if what you saw was significant or not. Let us decide. Let's not let you agonize over it and you decide if it's significant or not.
Is there any findings looking into, I know it's not even been 24 hours, but looking into the bus company's record, or the driver's record at all?
Yeah, have we? That would be all part of the investigation. You know, is it a company that's known for stuff like that? That would all be part of it. Yep.
No, nothing released yet.
Nothing released, correct. Yep.
Could you also just talk about the area where this happened? So it happened, it wasn't like they were getting off in an exit and maybe lost control. It was on like a straight part of the highway.
I believe 81 is straight in that area. I don't know, Frank, can you help me out here? If it's straight or not, 81 there?
It's a little downhill, and the ramp goes to the right. It's on a sharp curve. It's a long, winding ramp down to 25.
So, yeah, obviously, coming from wherever they're at, they weren't getting off to go to Mannheim at the Higgins exit. So Yeah, unintentional or not the exit they would have gotten off at normal practice going back to Mannheim.
You said that most of the people on the bus were teenagers. Do you know like age ranges of anyone who was injured?
I don't. There's 30 some of them. Yeah, so
Do you know the capacity of the bus?
I don't.
And you did mention, and I apologize if I'm asking you to repeat yourself, they were, at least one patient was flown to a hospital?
No, there were 5 patients that were flown to hospitals. And I don't know what exactly. I know Geisinger in Danville, I believe, is a trauma center, and obviously Hershey Medical Center is a trauma center. I don't know the breakdown of who went where.
Did you know when they got on the road? Was it yesterday morning or?
I don't know that. That it? Okay.